Welcome to the Volquest Stock Report on this Vanderbilt week. Stock up for you this week, Brent Hubbs.
I would
Up for you this week, Brent Hubbs.
I would go with the Jalen Wright starts. As frustrating as it may be with the running back rotation and the who knows when he's going to get back in the game and all those things that are going on. Three of the last four games, he has opened the game with a touchdown run in the opening possession, and all those runs have been of over 50 yards. He has been the fast start, microwave offense for Tennessee at a time where they're struggling to score points. So give me Jalen Wright. I'll give a little amendment to that. The only other positive from last week, that was Tennessee's fewest penalties in a game all season long against Georgia last week. Hollow given the result of the game, but at least Tennessee didn't have a flag fest last week, AP.
Man, we're stretching ourselves when we're finding out that they've had a good week and not getting too many penalties. However, last week was bad. The last 2 weeks was bad. You could have done no stock ups the last week.
Exactly. It was a brief footnote.
Yeah, stock up for me this week. I'm going to go the sophomore wide receivers. They've continued to grow. They continue to get better. We're talking about Chaz Nimrod and Caleb Webb. Yeah, sure, Squirrel White's been one of those as well, but he's kind of been a factor for the last 2 years. Webb and Nimrod have really started to step up with the absence of Brew McCoy. They seem like they're getting more comfortable by the week, and they each are kind of, piggybacking each other. One time it's Nimrod, the next time it's Webb. Kind of, brother-in-law in it, so to speak, and doing a nice job doing it. Stock down for me, I'm going to go the pass rush. Tennessee's not really gotten home a lot lately. They did not really get to Carson back the other day. They're going to have to be better this week. Now, one would think against Vanderbilt, there's a much better chance for them to get home and impact the game. But I'm going to go stock down pass rush for this week. Stock down for you.
Boy, I had a hard time deciding between these two. It was Tennessee's ability or inability to run against the three-man front or the third down defense, and I'm going to go on the defensive side of the ball. I don't want to say that there's not a lot of issues offensively, but Tennessee's 12th in the SEC in third down defense in SEC play. Last 2 weeks, they've given up 20 third down conversions in 30 attempts. 7 of those have been third and long, 3rd and 7 plus. The good news is Vanderbilt's offense is not very good, which is a good thing for Tennessee because defensively, they're just having such a hard time getting off the field right now.
Stock stagnant for me will be the offensive line. Now, there have been points in time this year where they've kind of devoured some lesser opponents. They're the 4 losses where I thought, they pass blocked okay last week, but Georgia didn't really bring a whole lot of pressure. But they did not run the ball very well against Missouri, against Florida, against Alabama, and last week against Georgia. I'd expect them to bounce back this week. Vanderbilt's not very good against the run, so would expect that there's probably a good chance they're stock up next week, but they're stock stagnant for me this week. Stock stagnant for you.
For me, it's just who's going to play. What does this injury list look like? We know Kamal Hadd's out in the secondary. We know Wesley Walker's not going to play. Jordan Thomas, I don't know. We'll see. Tamari McDonald tried to play last week, but he got ruled out by the medical staff in pregame warmups. Then you mentioned on the offensive line, where are they? Does Mincy play? Does Campbell play? We know Spraggins is out. So for me, it's just who's available, particularly in the secondary on that offensive line this week in this matchup against Vanderbilt.
Well, I'll tell you who will be available. Brent Hubbs, Saturday at Neyland Stadium, 3:30. He, along with Pat Ryan and the great Bob Kessling, on the call for the Vol Network. Always stock up for you in the booth, Hubber. That is a lock. He is Brent Hubbs. I'm Austin Price for the Volquest Stock Report for this Vanderbilt week.